Yes, on air with Aaron, HB Radio, Las Vegas' #1 hip-hop internet station. I am Aaron. We got Heartbreaker in the mix. And we have our special guest in the building right now, man. This guy, he's definitely a household name nowadays, you know what I'm saying? I've known this guy for a very, very long time. We got DJ Head in the building. What's up, my brother?
Hey, what's up, bro? Thank you for having me.
Hey, thank you for being here, man.
I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we go, man, we go way, way, way back. That's why I'm just so excited to have you here because, like, you know, we don't get to have these moments. You know what I'm saying? We always see each other in passing, we're working.
Yeah. Are we working? Or
yeah.
You working?
Yeah. Right. You working a lot.
A lot.
Like, man, you a busy guy. I was just talking to, you know, 'cause I seen you this week over at the WILL.I.AM event. Thank you for
shout out to Will.
Yeah. Thank you for having me as well.
Got to shoot you the invite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Mandatory.
That's love, bro. That was a dope event, man. CES week. And how did you get asked to do that event?
Well, I guess here's an exclusive.
Yeah, there you go. We love those. We love those.
So I work with WILL.I.AM.
Oh, dope. Okay.
Yeah, so he has a tech company.
You haven't openly said that. This is like
Nah, we haven't made the announcement yet.
Oh shit, there it is. Exclusive right here. On air with Aaron, HB Radio. That's what's up.
So I work with Will. He has a tech company called FYI.
Okay.
Focus Your Ideas. It's an app. It's fire. If you use apps on your phone, the FYI app can replace iMessage, WhatsApp, YouTube, SoundCloud, Google Drive. I can replace
everything.
PowerPoint presentation.
Wow.
It can replace Canva. And also, more importantly, it can replace ChatGPT.
Wow, okay.
Because we have our own AI.
Sheesh.
In which, let me see here. Let me see if
I think Heartbreaker actually, he told me about the app. You know, originally we were looking for something to kind of give us the like news, like hip hop news. We wanted to know what the hip hop news is today. You can actually ask. You can ask the app, right?
Yeah, like give me something. Like what's something that you think happened like recently?
Let's say I don't know. Like what's like I don't know. What's the hottest album out right now or something?
The hottest album? That's kind of generic.
Or hip? You have to like narrow it down to like the genre.
It don't even have to be that. It could be. I mean, it could be something as simple as who's your favorite artist?
My favorite artist?
Yeah.
I like Brent Faiyaz. Right
you like
now.
Brent Faiyaz?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, yo, Finn. I'm here with the homie Aaron. I'm doing his radio show here in Vegas, and we're live on the air right now. So I need you to keep it short. But he loves Brent Faiyaz, and that's his favorite artist. Me personally, I'm not much of an R&B fan, but he loves Brent Faiyaz. And can you tell us something, tell the listeners something, myself as well, something that Aaron might not know about Brent Faiyaz? Like, give me like something that he might not even know, even though he's a super fan.
Ayo, what's up, fam? Brent Faiyaz is definitely one of those artists who knows how to vibe. You know what I mean? For something a little off the beaten path that even a super fan like your homie Aaron might not know. Here's a tidbit. Before he hit the scene strong with his own music, Brent used to perform under the name FKA Brent and drop some low-key tracks that might not have made it to mainstream success. But they were, a sign of his early dedication and unique sound. And his influences range beyond the typical R&B grooves. He's inspired by artists like Curran Dollar Y and Kid Cudi, which bring a different flavor to his music style. You feel me? That might reveal...
All right, you rambling. You talking too long. Shut up now.
Hey, yo, my bad, fam. Keeping it real short, Brent used to perform as FKA Brent before he hit it big. What do you think about that, fam?
That's crazy, yo.
So... we have an app. It's called FYI. It's called Focus Your Ideas. Obviously, you just seen a little demonstration of the AI, but it's way more powerful than that. Like you'd have, give it a...
And that was quick, too. It was like a couple seconds.
You can ask it to make it does art generation, so you can generate logos,
Wow.
artwork, but you can also talk to it about business plans and work through it.
Wow.
You can have it design you stuff, design you a business plan, design you, a marketing
my
idea,
God.
outline, stuff like that. So it's super dope. Actually, what my role is, I am the lead music curator.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So we also have built into the app radio stations.
Wow.
And so I lead the team that programs those radio stations.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Look at him.
shout out to my guy WILL.I.AM. Shout out to Sunil.
Yeah.
Shout out to the whole FY team, man. We tech is like, I think tech and hip hop go hand in hand.
Oh, for sure.
But it's a lot of these entities and these institutions and these companies who don't embrace the future.
Right.
And so, they just get rolled over.
Yeah. AI is the future. Like, if you don't, everybody's been talking about it. There's those people that are skeptical of it and scared. Like, they think, oh, AI is going to take over.
Yep.
But you gotta, it's just like when Serato came out for DJs, right?
Yep.
You have to roll with the punches and you have to learn to adapt to technology, because if you don't, you're going to get left behind.
And speaking of adapting, like, Will's vision for the FYI app, which is why I really respect him immensely, is
Right.
Why does AI always sound like British?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then what they started doing is they started incorporating what we call personas.
Okay.
And so now you have somebody like this. Hey, yo, Felicia, I'm here with the homie Aaron. He's a DJ in Vegas. And, he's my guy. We go back a lot of years. And we both have prescription glasses. I have a point. I think my glasses is my plus 0.5, I think. Aaron's glasses look a lot thicker than mine. So give me a guess on what his prescription is.
Sounds like y'all are having a good time out there in Vegas with them glasses popping. Now, you say your prescription is 0.5 comma, right? And you think Aaron's glasses look a lot thicker? Listen. Without seeing them, specs up close, it's hard to guess real specific like. But if his glasses are noticeably thicker than yours, that could mean a stronger prescription. If yours is 0.5 comma, maybe Aaron's is like 2 or more. Thick lenses usually mean higher numbers. You feel me?
Wow.
But only a proper eye doc can say for sure, this, that, and the third. Anyway, y'all keep on rocking them frames out and enjoy the vibes. I'm out. Go ahead and say bye, Felicia.
You gonna say bye, Felicia, or what?
No.
Yo, for a second there, I thought you called your homegirl Felicia right now. It sounded so fucking real, right? I was like, damn, did he just call his homegirl right now? Because that shit was on. It sounded like y'all having the vibe. I'm like, yo, she heard me laugh or something? I was like, that is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My glasses are thick. I like my glasses like I like my women. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's how we do. Anyways, yo, that is crazy. So,
Yeah.
Wait, did you you have certain personas that are saved already, right? You didn't just ask.
Nah, so within the app, I'll show the camera, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
But within the app, this is the app right here.
Okay.
And so within the app, let me turn my brightness up so you can see. So within the app right here, these are your personas.
Okay.
These are your personas. So you got Fiona, Fiera, Finn, like all these different personas.
Right.
You don't know the app is free on the App Store.
Okay.
Google and
you can
Apple.
get it right now.
You can get it right
Okay,
now. It's
okay.
free on the App Store. You can use all the AI features for free and everything.
Sick.
You don't have access to Felicia because that's, exclusive right now. It's in beta.
Oh, shit like that. Okay.
But it's a lot of personas in there that you can talk to and literally talk about anything, learn stuff,
Wow.
put together business plans. Like I said, you could have it summarize a book for you.
That is wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to learn how to, you want to learn Serato in, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Have it summarized,
Yeah. Damn,
It's
can you imagine that if we had that in high school? Or
Can you imagine?
Like we didn't read the book and we could just ask her, we need a book report on the thing because I have a test tomorrow. And
exactly.
that's
Or
crazy.
as you DJ, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you can even, like if we DJing and we trying to figure out something, like we in Vegas, we doing like a house music set.
Right.
Hey, I need 50 songs that I could play right now.
Right.
Boom.
Right. Damn.
Just a little
That
something.
is wild, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the whole team, man. We're doing big things. So thank you for coming through to the event. We celebrated the partnership between Will.I.AM and FYI and Jason Derulo.
Oh, yep.
And shout out to LG as our partners with X Boom, Will.I.AM's earbuds and sound. So it's a lot going on, bro.
Yo, a lot going on. How did you and Will known each other for a long time?
Me and Will, we haven't known each other for a long time, but we've been in close proximity and we know like a lot of the same
mutual
people.
Friends, yeah.
A lot of mutual people. Shout out to Big Mac for connecting us and really making that connection solid. And Will's like, he was like, damn, like let's do something. And then shout out to Julie Pilot.
Seen her there last night too.
Shout out to Julie Pilot. She was like, let's go to lunch. And then we went to lunch, and then the rest is history.
Man, so she's also involved with the
100%.
No, dope, man. Yep. That is amazing, man. As long as I've been a fan of Will.I.AM's music and everything he's done, he's always been like forward with what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like
definitely
whether his production, his whatever like music he's involved with, it's like so like it just makes sense for him to be involved in something like this, like future.
Oh no, this is just the tip of the iceberg, bro.
Damn.
Like, it's stay on stream.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's see. I'm telling you, man. That's always got something up his sleeve, man. This guy. But so that's what you're doing right now. I want to take it back, man, because we are here to catch up as well. Do you remember where we first met?
At the barbershop or before that?
Before that, like around that time frame, the time frame.
No,
I think the first time we had met was we had Glasses Malone on the radio show.
Yeah.
And he's, I'm gonna bring my DJ with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. And then here you go.
Yep.
Oh, this is DJ Head, is my DJ, blah, blah, blah. And then I think like we just seen each other so many times. LA is so small. I'm like thinking back right now. I remember running into you at Universal Studios.
Yep.
We were walking through the back lot entrance and you were there. And man, I just seeing you, that DJ Head, to running into you at album listening events and this, that, and the other, to see like how you like. We were talking. I was talking to Gabe C.
Shout out to my dude.
Yeah, Gabe C. He, I posted you this week. You were at the event, and he was like, as far as DJs, if anybody had a big year in 2024, it was DJ Head, man. I was like,
yeah.
Tell me.
It's a lot of different reasons for that.
Right.
Yeah, I just do my part. I try to just, do my part, and my friends are my friends, and my homies are my homies, and I stand on what I stand on.
Yeah. It's like, we're involved in this industry where there's a lot of politics and whatnot, but it's like me and you have always been. It's always been like and we always talk about, oh man, Aaron's my guy. We working at different radio stations and whatnot. It's always like we're never industry with us.
Nah, I don't believe I don't believe that shit at real. Like if you work, if you work at a radio station and people are trying to get you to really engage with your competition on some shit, that's weird. Like that's not real, bro. Like just like if you work at if you work at a spot in the mall, you know what I'm saying, like a shoe store, and like we don't fuck with that shoe store, right. It's like, bro, this ain't your shoe store, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you don't own this shoe store, right? You'll be out of here, and then you look stupid, you know what I'm saying. So like,
and man,
I don't believe in station banging and politicking and stuff like that. I remember there were people that were like that, and I had to tell people like when I was at the radio station, at that radio station, I was just like, bro, like. Where I'm from, bro, I don't play like that. Right. Because where I'm from, I can't get away with playing like that. I can't get on my Twitter and be like, fuck DJ Aaron. Yeah. Because the homies is going to call my phone and be like, bro, what you mean? Right. Like, what do you mean? Like, what are we doing? What we on? Yeah. And I'm like, no, it ain't like that. I'm just playing. It's like, bro, I can't. There's a lot of people who do this on the internet now. Right. Where they get on their platform and they say wild shit to people. And
you think there's no repercussions?
I don't have the luxury of playing like that, so I don't even engage in that shit.
Right. Especially you, because everybody, like, looks to what you do and what you say. Like, you're one of those guys that, man, like, you are shaping the future of not just hip-hop, but just music in general, man.
You think so?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Damn.
Like you mentioning... like artists and stuff like that, like Miles Minnick and like you be on IG Live with Lefty Gunplay. Like
shout out to Lefty.
When you are with these artists, people pay attention. You You know what I
Really?
mean? Like we could go outside right now and you find some dude off the street, and if you think he's dope and you on your platform, hey, this guy's gonna blow up. He will blow up because you have influence. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
crazy.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
look at it like that. I just be looking like, yo, I'm a dude with an opinion.
Right.
And I know people pay attention. I'm not
definitely.
I'm not naive, and like I know people pay attention, but I guess I don't look at myself like everybody.
Bro, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
especially me seeing you from before to seeing how you are now and the way you move, like
I pretty much do the same shit though. Like, I mean, you see, I came by myself. Like, I don't really,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what's funny is now that I start thinking about it, I remember when I was at the radio station, I was working on Big Boy's show, and I remember Kanye. We had Kanye come up to the show because I was working on Big Show at the time.
Okay.
And Kanye came to the morning show in an Uber, a regular Uber.
Oh shit! Okay.
He was in the back of a RAV4.
Oh shit!
And we were like, where did Ye get picked up from? He's like, he just called a regular Uber to his house.
Oh my God.
Like in Hidden Hills or some
Wow.
shit. And had him bring him to the radio station.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
just like jumped in the back of the Uber and just came up there. And I'm just
Oh my
like,
God.
what the fuck?
Yeah, no security. He was by himself. No.
Yeah, just by himself.
Wow.
I mean, I don't see Ye with security ever.
Right.
But yeah, it's just like, it's not that's not a stripe. I don't agree with that. Yeah, walking around with no security. That's the thing. That's not
for sure.
That's not smart. But it also depends on the type of person you are,
Right.
and how you move. I'm also not a crash out. I'm not talking crazy about people. And the people I have had discourse with, it's not. I'm always respectful.
For sure.
I might have an opinion about you or about the way you handle a beef or a battle or something like that. But
Right.
I don't never called you out your name. I don't, that's not, I don't engage in those types of things because I grew up around a certain element of person where that's not acceptable behavior.
Yeah.
So
1000%. Like you hold people accountable, and
yeah,
you know, that's what's up, man. I'm telling you, you got influence though. You one of those guns right now.
I appreciate that.
It's like DJ Head's one of those guys. Like if you say this song's gonna blow, or like because obviously you like you said, you're a man with opinion. Like when you feel strongly about something, people really like, oh shit, DJ Head said this song's gonna be crazy. This album's gonna be amazing. This artist is gonna blow up this year, and these artists make moves and buzz.
Yeah, I'm just I don't know. I think that it's important because I remember when we was coming up, meaning me, my crew,
Right.
Like we didn't really have that. Like it was nobody really advocating for us with a platform. I mean, there was a couple people with a platform who would advocate, but not really a lot of people.
Right.
And so I always was like, man, when I get in position, I want to right that wrong. I want to be somebody that advocates for the right people.
Right.
Not necessarily condemning the wrong people, but just saluting the right people.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and you got it. That's important. Like, so now we're taking it back to day one. So you're also doing, because we were also doing our own type of radio shows.
Yeah, radio,
You know
internet radio shows, all that. Yeah.
We were doing our own internet radio shows. We ended up getting hired at radio stations and doing our thing and making moves and whatnot. And like you just, what was the first big break for you when you was like, okay, man, like, damn, people are paying attention to what I'm doing. Like what was that feeling for you when you were like, damn?
Honestly, it wasn't until like shit started going viral. When I realized, like, once shit started going viral, it wasn't the fact that I was going viral. That wasn't, I didn't care.
Because you were just doing your thing. And like,
I didn't care about that.
Yeah.
What changed for me was when, like, when I started seeing, like, people react to it.
Right.
But it was, like, people who don't really be on the internet.
Oh,
like,
shit.
It was, like, the homies in the streets.
Okay.
Or, like, and I would do, like, an interview with, like, the Kevin Gates stuff, right? Like, when I went viral with Kevin Gates one time because he said, don't touch me.
Right, I remember that.
I didn't realize how many people, like, was looking at me like, no, you represent us. You know what I mean? So, no. You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, it wasn't until, like, that stuff started happening where I realized, like, okay, like, people are, like, invested in a different way. Whereas, like, what I do and what I say and how I say it and how I move and how I speak and how I conduct myself matters to a large amount of individuals. And I can't just be out here doing and saying anything I want to do and say. So that's when.
Damn. That Kevin Gates, like when you're saying people called you after that Kevin Gates, what were they saying? Like as far as like The way, because he was kind of like, don't touch me.
But he just
like,
said, please don't touch me.
But you weren't even like, you were just like, how we talk, like.
Yeah, I was just talking with my hands.
Yeah.
I'm from LA, but.
Right.
It was just people that were upset with that whole.
Oh, really? Like on his side, but the
No.
party. Oh, okay.
No, they were upset with how his interaction with me was.
Okay.
And so, that got dicey. But
Oh shit.
like I said, I always move with pure intention.
For sure.
I don't have any malicious intent towards anyone, so I was trying to just, tell everybody this, I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
But then certain people, you can't tell that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's like where the position that I've been put in is like, I'm not a street dude. Mm-hmm. And so but I grew up around a certain element.
Right.
And so being that I came up around these elements, it's kind of like being like Kendrick.
Right.
Kendrick not a gangbanger.
Right.
But also people not finna play with him.
Exactly.
Because it's like what come with that.
Right.
And so it's the same thing as like if you're an athlete in your neighborhood, you play football or basketball.
Right.
The street dudes in that neighborhood typically are be like, no. Like, leave him alone.
Yeah.
Like, he's about to make it out of here. He's going to be, it's that type of mentality. Yeah. So I started to realize, like, I mean something to people.
Yeah. 100%. You that guy, man. I'm telling you. So you mentioned Kendrick. Do you remember the first time you met Kendrick Lamar?
The first time I met him? Nah.
Like, where were you at? Like, what, or the time frame that maybe
I remember the time frame.
Yeah. I
don't remember time. The first time, but time frame, I mean, we all came up together. It's like 05.
Okay.
05, 06, I think. I think it was like 05, 06.
Okay.
Around that time, TDE was started in 2004. So last year was the 20-year anniversary of TDE.
Oh, shit. Yep.
And then I remember me being with Glasses. Like, we started going, and the top was one of his homies.
Right.
One of his, homies from Watts. He's from across the tracks, but they were still homies. And we would go over there and fuck with them. Like, he got these dudes over here that he working with. And J-Rock was always solid. And so Kendrick used to hype man for J-Rock.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know that. Wow.
Yeah, he used to be J-Rock's hype man.
Sheesh.
And so everywhere we would go, Glasses would try to make sure J-Rock was able to perform at the same time. Because they was pushing like this Watts line.
Okay.
And I remember Dot just being around and just being like quiet in the corner. He was very quiet. He was always just watching.
Observant,
them.
yeah.
Very studious. Just listening. Don't say much. Very quiet.
Yeah.
And then one day he just came out of his shell and just started rapping like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then it was around that time, like 05, 06.
Did he have an early project was out already?
Nah, they was just doing mixtapes and stuff that. But J-Rock was the focal point at that point. At that point in time, he was the focus of the TDE movement. And then obviously they signed Q and they got Ab-Soul from my neighborhood. So me and him already knew who each other was. Like Soul was always just a weird dude walking around Carson with sunglasses on, no matter what time of day or night it is.
Right.
It's like, why is he wearing sunglasses? But he was just always walking around rapping.
Yeah.
And he worked at the record store.
Wow.
Because his family owned that record store.
Wow.
So yeah, I just remember.
You've been around the crew for a long time.
Oh yeah, if you go listen to Ab-Soul's second album, Long Term 2, from 2009 or 2010, I'm on that album.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we did a skit. It's called Soul Cry.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And I had just started really taking myself serious as a DJ around that time, like 2008. That's when I started seriously getting into DJing. And so on that song Soul Cry, me and him talking shit on the skit. Okay. And he's like, yeah, I've been checking you out on the DJ shit. Because that's when I had literally just started taking DJing serious.
Shit. Damn. That's great. You're on a couple of skits, right?
Yeah, I'm on a couple of them.
You're a Nipsey one?
Yeah, I'm on a few of them. But that was, I mean, as far as from
early on.
Early on, yeah. That was like one of the big ones. I mean, that was one of the main ones that I was on that people kind of remember.
Did you always want to become a DJ?
No. Well, yeah, I always wanted to learn how to DJ, but I respect the craft so much that I didn't never call myself DJ.
Okay.
Even after I started learning how to DJ, I took about a year. to like learn. I carry crates. Shout out to homie DJ Cali.
Okay.
Bought me my first mixer, my first needles. I carried his crates.
Dope.
This is before Serato.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Not too many people know about those days now.
Shout out to DJ Dents. You know,
Dents, okay.
He's a Clippers DJ now, but he was one of my mentors.
Wow. Shout out to Dents.
Battle Cat, another one. Wow. DJ Battle Cat, the legend. So like those three, I mean DJ Bad too.
Oh shit! Shout out to B.
Shout out to BAD out in LA. He used to let me. I used to fuck his turntable. I used to fuck his needles up, trying to learn how to DJ. Right, because I would get to. I didn't have equipment. I had no money.
Oh wow!
So I go to the club while he's setting up, and he would just let me just ruin his Serato vinyl. Wow. So
shout out to BAD. I love that guy, man.
Yeah, but like Cali let me really Cali took me under his wing and really like showed me the ropes and how to really do this shit. And to this day I still do certain things that he taught me.
Wow.
And I always wanted to learn how to DJ, but even after I started like really getting my groove, I still wouldn't let people call me DJ. I was just head.
Oh wow, okay.
Because I felt like I needed to earn that.
Right.
Out of respect.
Like the DJ badge.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like a badge.
Exactly. You have to learn how to I wanted to learn how to blend and beat match and you know, cut a little bit or even just like whatever. Like I don't want to be a turntablist, but I want to be able to rock an event.
For sure.
If I could rock an event, then you know, cool. And so after about a year, I was like, all right, I'm DJ head now.
What year was this too when you were like learning this stuff? Early 2000s?
2008.
Okay.
Ish.
Yeah. So about a year of like just in the trenches, practicing, ruining Bad's vinyls, and then you was able to like, all right, you got booked for gigs and stuff.
Yeah, I started getting booked for gigs, and then I got booked for. I mean, honestly, I started doing everybody's hood functions.
Okay, yeah,
I was doing everybody's
house parties.
That's how I kind of like learned. I mean, started to meet a lot of like all the street dudes that I know.
Yeah.
I did everybody's hood days. Like they funeral parties, like whatever it was,
whatever celebration of whatever,
and then I don't know, I was making like $75, $100 here and there, and Cali would rent me his equipment, so I would kind of break even, but I was just trying to like get my shit going.
Did you want to be like into the clubs eventually, or did you think I was just gonna like do these little parties and I think I'll be good?
I got into clubs, and I want to say this for the DJs listening. I got into clubs because I thought that that's what you were supposed to do. I didn't know that there was a life outside of clubs.
Ah, okay.
There is a life outside of clubs.
Yeah. You
just have to tap into that world and go at it. And so I don't take credit for that. My manager, Salas, it's kind of a longer story, but the short version is we were doing homegrown radio, me and Chuck Dizzle, out of his apartment.
Remember that?
And we go to Denny's one night and he's like, yo, what do you want to do? And I'm like, what you mean? He's like, what do you want to do with your, like, what do you want to do? Like, you got talent and drive. What do you want to do?
What's your goal with everything?
I said, I want to be successful. He's like, what does that look like? And I'm like success. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
And he says, well, how do you get there? Like, what does that look like? I said, well, I want to make $10,000 a month and I want to buy my mama a house.
Wow.
Because at the time, we living in this house that got rats and shit. And, you know, I'm broke. So I'm like, that's what success looks like to me.
Right.
10 grand a month and my mama a house.
Right.
He says, all right, well, how do you plan on doing that? I didn't know. So then he says, all right, pick 3 people who you want your life to look like. That's your homework. I said, I already know. He said, all right, who? I say, well, the first one would be Big Boy. He said, why Big Boy? I said, because I want to be the LA radio guy.
Dope. Wow.
Number 2, DJ AM. He said, why DJ AM? I said, because if you watch Iron Man 2, he DJing the party in Tony Stark's living room.
Yes. It's like, how do I be that guy?
How do I get in the MCU with this DJ shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Number 3, Rob Dyrdek. He's like, why Rob Dyrdek? I say, because he's rich as fuck and he's himself for a living.
He has fun. Yeah,
he's himself for a living.
Yeah.
And he puts all his homies on.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Yep.
So then he says, all right, you got your 3 people? I say, yeah. He said, all right, so why you DJing in clubs?
Oh, shit.
Why you DJing in strip clubs?
Oh, shit.
Everything you just said don't have shit to do with what you doing right now. And that's when I stopped doing clubs.
Wow.
So he's like, we're going to take you out of the club. So that way when you go back as DJ Head.
Right.
And so I went away from the club. That's why you never saw me in none of the clubs. To this day, you don't see me doing none of the functions that people be doing, all of the Thursday nights and the Monday to Tuesday supper. I don't do none of that shit.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't have access to it. One, we all know as DJs, you don't get paid what you're worth until you're worth more than what you're worth.
1,000%. Yep.
But then the other part is, well, what our strategy is, which is I'll share with. I mean, I'm pretty sure you got a big following DJ community. Is you tap in with publicists, and you tap in with event coordinators, because people get married every week.
1,000%. Yeah.
People get married every week. People have funerals every week. People are celebrating every single week.
Birthdays every day. Yeah.
There's somebody's birthday every single day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yep.
All you have to do is find the two things: the DJ and the person who's celebrating something.
Yep.
Just like Uber. Uber don't own no cars.
Right.
All they do is connect this nigga with a car and you.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it. So
and getting paid too. They're the most. Well, they're the ones getting paid.
Yeah. So what I do is that's the mentality that we had, and so for about almost 10 years, that's all we did was attack brands.
Wow.
Get in with these brands: Nike, Jordan, New Balance, Netflix. And something that DJ community also doesn't know is all of these companies. You could pick a company. Name it. Who do you bank with?
Bank of America.
Bank of America has a budget, and it's for marketing, and they have an entertainment budget.
Right.
And all that budget is for is to throw events for their sponsors, for their donors, for their staff. Yep. All you got to do is be the person they spend it with.
Yeah. Wow. That's one of the biggest gems we've ever gotten here right now. That's why now when I think back to it, you always were the DJ for these certain special events.
You never
red carpet this or a movie premiere or whatever.
So
artists.
The other part to that is if you take Big Boy and you take DJ AM and you take Rob Deary and you put them in a juicer, you get me.
Wow.
What we call that is I'm writing a book. I'm writing a book right now.
Oh shit, okay.
And it's about that concept, but I call that the address in the book.
The address.
The address. Because I came to this station because you sent me an address.
Right.
You put it in your phone, you get a clear route on how to get there.
Right.
That's how life works.
Wow.
I spent my 20s burning up gas, driving around because just doing busy work, doing clubs, doing strip clubs, doing function.
Trying to
figure out what I'm doing.
Right.
The best thing that you could ever do for yourself, whether you're a DJ, an architect, a dentist, I don't give a fuck what it is.
Yeah.
You figure out what the destination is. What's the address? And you drive straight to that bitch.
Right.
That's it. That's the way it works.
Yeah. That's why when he was telling me what you be successful, that was the goal for you. And he wanted to. He was trying to map up your GPS.
So the thing, I'm going into the book now. But whenever you say, "I want to be successful," or "I want to be a DJ on the radio," okay, but what radio? Where? Who do you want your BO co-host? What kind of cameras y'all using? That's how life works.
Right.
Because if I tell you, "Hey, Ron, I'm in Nevada," how long would it take you to find me? Come find me.
Right.
That's how your life is. When you say shit like that, I want to be successful,
but don't have a plan.
Where though?
Yeah.
That's why an address is important. If you send me a letter, that's what the address does. It brings the letter straight to my house.
Right.
If I just send a letter to Nevada and hope you see it, you never gonna get to it.
Right.
That's how our dreams work.
Wow. Fucking gems, dude. DJ Head with when is this book dropping? I want this book right now, bro.
It's still. I'm
You're writing it right now. Still.
Literally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Like, what haven't you done yet? Like.
I haven't done a lot of shit. I actually started a tech company last year, and I have this.
This is aside from WILL.I.AM's.
This is aside.
This is your thing.
This is my.
Oh, wow.
I have a tech company. Shout out to my dude Mike. We're 50-50 on this tech company, and this shit is like game changing for people like us.
Really? Could you talk about it? Like what?
I can't really dive into it.
Okay.
The patent attorney. So I filed a patent.
Right.
We have filed a patent in June.
Right.
Of last
so
year.
like this is your shit. No one else can take it.
Yes. Yes. The IP is ours. So we filed a patent for it, and I'm working on getting this software put into every radio station in the country.
Wow. Sick.
Yeah. We just had a big meeting with a huge executive at one of the biggest radio companies about it, and they're interested.
So it's something that we could actually be using.
It's something that you're going to benefit from. Dope. Everyone's going to benefit from in the radio business.
Okay.
And the television business, and eventually the streaming business.
Wow. So it's something with media and entertainment.
So that's like the further out thing. But as far as stuff I haven't done, I haven't taken over the world. That's still in progress.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's the next goal for DJ Head.
Nah, the next goal is to I am working on some music stuff. I got placements coming too. I produce music.
Shit. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, with you being a DJ and you having these relationships with people, I'm just like, how come I haven't heard a DJ Head record yet? I knew that it felt like it was coming.
Well, you know what it is? As a DJ, you feel like you're supposed to put out albums because that's just what we've seen.
Right.
I don't want to put out an album. Why? Not because I could. Right. I could go get verses and just put an album out.
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah.
I don't. So that's something that's also the thing about me is I don't operate on doing stuff just because I can.
Right.
I operate on purpose.
Exactly.
And so my purpose is I'm not Khaled. I'm gonna come up here to Heartbreak Radio, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I got an album out, but I don't give a fuck if you play it.
Right.
I'm not a good salesman.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if you play my record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like I just did it to do it, but it's like,
so therefore I don't want to put out an album in a traditional way because I'm not the one that's gonna sell it well.
Yeah.
I can be like, yeah, this is the shit. But after that, it's like, all right, whatever. Like, I don't also not in the business of, I don't really convince people of anything anymore. I'm just too old.
You just do you. Yeah.
I'm too old and too tired now. So you could be like, yo, Head, I'm finna go rob this casino and then I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, shit.
I'm be like, you know what? Hey, you shouldn't do that, bro. You got a lot of shit going for yourself. You know, you shouldn't do that. You be like, no, I'm doing it. I'm all right then, my nigga, go do it then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go.
You know, like,
yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Call me Tuesday if you still alive. That's what I'm on. Like, I'm not talking you out of shit. I'm not talking you into shit.
Because you just living your life. Like, you know.
So if you want to listen, cool. If you don't, cool. So that's kind of like why I know I'm not a good salesman. My temperament is not like, well, I don't have a great temperament for that.
And you're just like a chill guy. Like, you're not gonna be like, no, don't do that. You'd be like, you shouldn't, but if you want to. Yeah. You've always been that guy as long as I've known you. Like, you just like keep to yourself, chill, like whatever. Like you vibe with who vibes with you, and that's it. Like, keep it pushing. Yeah. But people always try to push your buttons though.
People try to, but the other thing is too, people are miserable. And my problem is I have a lot of empathy for human beings.
Right.
But I worked on that because I didn't have a lot of empathy. But I have empathy for people who just are lost and haven't found themselves. Okay. And so I see a lot of people attack me online and do all the shit, but it's like, that person is really, really upset.
Right.
Not with me, though.
Dude, and you put them on blast sometimes. Like,
they're not with me, though.
Right.
They're upset with life circumstances, and they don't know how to properly vent that.
Right.
So I'm just the stimulus for that vent.
Yeah.
And I'm just
like they want to blame someone, and they just blame you. You know what I mean?
I'll be the stimulus. That's cool. I ain't tripping.
Yeah, it's hilarious on your IG when I forgot there was some ladies was talking shit about something that, like a show that you did and something you said, and you put her on blast. Like, you need help. You need help. Like,
yeah. I just I don't know. I just try to give people grace as much as I can.
Right.
And I realize that most of the time it's not about me. Most of the time they're just upset with life.
Right.
And I'm just the person on the bullseye board.
Yeah.
So,
how do you going off of that, when you see you see the negativity, the people that do, talk shit about you or whatever, you just you just let it roll off you? And
everybody be more mad than me. My whole team be mad.
Oh shit!
Everybody
like, they want you to say something.
No, they say something. They want to do something and do it. I'm like, bro, I'm always like just stopping people from doing stuff, like crashing out or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And it's like, it's not worth it.
Right.
Plus, I live life in abundance. I wake up every day. I live where I want to live. I drive what I want to drive. And when I wake up in the morning, I look out the window. It's sunlight. It's birds chirping and shit. What do I got to be upset about?
Right.
I got a homie, rest in peace of Smarts. We was all hanging out for Thanksgiving one year. He went home and died in his sleep.
Wow.
Healthy, 26.
Wow.
I think he was 27 at the time.
Nothing wrong with him. Nothing like.
Nothing. He was overweight, but that wasn't like a problem.
Right.
Went home and died. And every time I think about that, I'd be like, I wake up, every morning I wake up, I could be dumbass tired. I could be like groggy. I could be sick, like COVID, whatever.
Right.
But I wake up and I look out the window and I see the birds and the trees and I'm like, life is cool as fuck. I tweeted that like last week.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, life is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
You get to wake up every day and do this shit over again.
Yes.
And you getting a deal on it too. Because you could think about this, bro. You a DJ. If somebody said they got two Technique 1200s, they give them both of them to you for $150.
Shit.
You taking them, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. That's how I look at life.
It's a deal. Yeah.
That's how I look at life. It's a deal, bro. I can do, I don't know, 15 hours worth of shit off 7 hours of sleep. That's 2 for 1.
Yeah. I think it's like your mentality is just like you see the positive in a lot of things. Like people.
I won, bro.
Yeah.
I get to do 15 hours worth of shit off 7 hours of sleep.
Right.
That's a W. Because there ain't nothing in life you and 2 bottles of water for the price of 1, you going to take it.
Right.
I get to do 2 hours of shit for 1 hour of sleep.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Damn.
That's how I look at life.
Damn. Like the perception is everything.
Yeah. That's only 22 hours. I know that, internet. I'm just want to point that out. I'm not a fucking moron.
Yeah, right.
But it's
watch
the
them
point.
come for you in the chat.
I'm making a 2 for 1 point. It was a reference about a bargain. All right, kiss my ass.
But people are so miserable that they don't think about it like that. Like you're right. Everything that you just said right now is like completely right, and everybody has the same 24 hours, but yet they choose to complain.
Man, people want to be victims so bad.
Right.
I don't want to be no fucking victim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My dad left. We was poor. I was on welfare. I had to go to school with dingy clothes. I wore knockoff Nietzsche. Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Right. Knockoff Nietzsche out of all brands. Out of all brands. You gotta say Nietzsche.
Yeah, I used to get my Nietzsche from where my mom used to go. She used to go to like
Demo, Mr. Rap?
Nah, she used to go to this spot downtown.
Oh shit!
And he would make the. He like,
make it.
Like, what brand you want? In Nietzsche, he just printed on the. He put it on the.
Oh, he put it on his shirt.
He just burned it on like a burned CD.
Is it at like a Santee Alley or like?
Yep.
Really, right there.
Yeah, downtown. She was like, "Yeah, I got you some." What she used to tell me, I got you some Timberland. I'm like, or not Timberland. What's the other one? What's the one with the?
Is that a boot or lugs?
No, not the boots.
Oh, okay.
The brand. I forgot the name of the brand. It was like Timberland, but they had the bubble vests and shit.
Like Nautica?
Nautica.
Okay, Nautica, okay.
Yeah. I got you. That ain't Nautica, Mom.
Shout out to your moms, man. Like, I see before you were posting online where like you give your mom like chores to do, kind of. Like you said, like, when I get back, I want this done and this done. And it's like
no, that shit went crazy on there. I was just talking shit, but
yeah.
I recently, that's another thing too, going back to what I just talked about, the address.
Yeah.
In 2015, I was broke.
Wow.
I got my job at the radio station, saved up, moved out my mom's house at 31 years old. I was living with my mom's house, 31.
Wow.
No real, no car, broke.
Wow.
Rats. 31, got my apartment and moved to North Hollywood. My apartment was just as big as this room we in.
Wow.
My apartment was 400 square feet.
Wow.
Started working on my credit. I started with I had bad credit like everybody.
Okay, yeah.
I got a $500 secured credit card. Worked that up. Got my credit going from 2016. 2018, I bought my mom a house. 5-bedroom, 3-car garage, nice house. Bought her a house.
Yeah.
Renovated it, did the whole shit. Stacked up another year, bought my house in 2019.
Wow.
We just recently sold my mom's house, and now
she's with you.
She's with me.
Man, that's a blessing, bro.
So I'm just like, I was just talking shit, because like now you in my house.
Exactly.
Now I get to talk shit.
Yeah.
You
It's funny too when you be posting that, like, you know what? Listen, I pay the bills here. Like, when I come back, this dishes
That's
better
how
be
she used
washed.
to do me.
Yeah, right. But it's like I can tell that you and your mom have a really great relationship, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know what that's like to not have a mom that you love and
Right.
respect. I didn't have that experience. My mom would do anything for me. So
Right. And it's crazy that we have friends that, you know, like that we go to school with that, like, oh, my mom this and my parents did, like, but bro, you have your parents though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
look at the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
But, man, I appreciate you being here, man. We gotta take a quick break. We gotta talk about a lot of things. We gotta talk about your show. We gotta talk about so much things, man. I want to try to pick your brain on this book that's being written right now, but yeah, man, I'm happy you're here, man.
Me too.
Thank you so much for being here, Head. For real. But yeah, man, if you guys are just tuning in, we got DJ Head in the building. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then we got more with our guest, man, DJ Head, right here on On Air with Aaron on HB Radio, Las Vegas' #1 hip hop internet station.